Puerto Rican and Cuban Latino. That's going in the books. That's going in the history books forever. He brought the island to the Super Bowl.
If I say Bad Bunny's performance was better than Kendrick Lamar, are you guys gonna get mad?
Okay. Bad Bunny got Kendrick beat by about 100 miles. I don't care what nobody say.
First off, his performance was nowhere near better than Kendrick Lamar. They need to stop that boy. They're trying to take black people shine off what we had last year and dim that for this man. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even understand what this man said. I don't even know who he like. What is his songs? What does a good Bad Bunny song sound like? Can somebody tell me can somebody tell me just two good Bad Bunny songs, please? I've never heard a good Bad Bunny song. I don't even know what he says, Mike. And then to top it off, the nigga has no words in English. None. I went out there to watch a football game. Couldn't even do that because Drake May pissed down his leg. Jack Smith and Jigba popped everybody parlay. Then I gotta watch a man in an all-white Labor Day outfit go out there and speak como está, mucho gracias, muy bien, all this bullshit. And then to top it off, they want to say better than Kendrick Lamar. That's just flat out wrong. What Kendrick Lamar did for the black community is legendary. What he just did today was a statement, but it was nothing special.
If you hand them a crumb, they'll try to take the whole plate. Listen to this. Give them a chair, and suddenly they're reaching for the crown like it's owed. Ain't that right, Fat Joe? Ever since Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime performance, they've been popping up everywhere with wild claims, saying he's the greatest to ever touch that stage. You wouldn't believe this. They even had the lying mainstream media linking arms, telling the sheep this man pulled the most watched halftime show in Super Bowl history. For days, they pushed that fairy tale like it was fact, only for the truth to come out that he didn't land at number one at all. Hold up, he didn't even sniff second place with third place. Think about that level of cap. They really lied for days, telling everybody that Bad Bunny's ratings beat Michael Jackson, Kendrick Lamar, and Usher. Girl, they ran that mess during Black History Month, claiming this guy topped Black American legends. They even tried to sneak in the narrative that Bad Bunny outdid Kendrick Lamar, who performed the Super Bowl last year. Be serious. Like I told y'all, give them an inch and they'll take a mile. And vultures like Fat Joe know that playbook by heart. Remember, Fat Joe is the same one out here saying Puerto Ricans created hip-hop. Just wait, 2 decades from now, they'll be out here lying saying they invented the Super Bowl too, when we all know Black Americans laid the foundation for the Super Bowl halftime show. Shout out to Grambling State University. They performed the first ever Super Bowl halftime show. And let's be clear, the whole style they brought to that first show was crafted by the late William P. Foster, the architect behind the legendary Marching 100 at Florida A&M University. And if we're taking it up another level, the modern halftime spectacle with pop culture headliners came after the Wayans brothers shook the NSL in the 90s. They cooked the league with In Living Color, going live during halftime and pulling around 20 million viewers away from the Super Bowl. Yeah, they embarrassed the NFL so badly that the league had to swing back the next year with the big dog. And in 1993, you couldn't name a bigger artist than Michael Jackson. Sure, Janet Jackson and Whitney Houston were dominating the charts that year, no question. But there's no debate, Michael Jackson was the biggest of them all. And y'all really tried to sell people a lie that Bad Bunny was bigger than Michael Jackson. Stop playing. But yeah, they pushed it too far. And now they're claiming Bad Bunny's show was better than Kendrick Lamar's show. Performance, ratings, all of it. They even tried to say Bad Bunny's numbers were higher than Kendrick's and called it the best overall performance.
Are in a tizzy, honey, because I said Bad Bunny's show was a replica of what Kendrick Lamar did last year in the Super Bowl. And they're all in my comment, oh, that was Latino, that's Latino culture, being proud of our culture. What part was your culture? The hip-hop dancing? Okay. What? The rapping in hip-hop cadence, but in Spanish language, that was your culture? Okay. No. The white lady singing, white lady named Lady Gaga is your culture. Okay. Well, standing on the car, just like Kendrick, that was your culture? Okay. Oh, what? Symbolism. Oh, the first time there wasn't like an actual concert and someone doing like theatrical scenes That was your culture. That's it wasn't Kendrick's last year. Okay. Yeah, like I said, they took Kendrick's show and plugged and played Spanish language. And one of the Hispanics loud as hell in my comments talking about black folk can't be happy when anybody else creates something. So I go and click on her profile picture, and there's a picture of her in big hoop earrings, a grill, and big old caterpillar eyelashes. Now, while that caterpillar eyelash look is ugly as who made that popular? What y'all was doing in Guatemala? As y'all was crossing the border, y'all thought of that look? What, the Mexico border full of that look? Get the f*** out of here. Happy Black History Month. Oh, and those numbers they keep on talking about? I worked at Rock Nation.
Dad, how are you? So we gotta talk Bad Bunny.
Look at that. I don't want to talk about nothing.
My goodness, not even Bad Bunny. Why are people hating on him?
They love him. Don't let them fool you.
Everybody go to sleep so we can find some numbers in the morning. That's what it is. And you're not going to tell me that a Super Bowl that was so low anticipated, no star quarterbacks, boring. All of a sudden, the numbers just shot up. Give me a break. It's the first time in history where alternative concert was done during the halftime show. Those numbers are politically expedient.
Erasure, thank you. It was about erasure, and guess who led the pack with this? Your favorite big moose knuckle nose Jay-Z. And y'all wonder why I can't stand these because they playing us out every chance they get. I hate these celebrities. They stay playing us out. Jay-Z the one who put this on. And that's your fave because you like his wife. Man, that and his wife. Y'all different. Y'all don't see what they doing to us? And y'all worry about because he make good music and the bitch can sing? Man, still.
Yo, why the heck y'all hype this boy up this bad to the point where he surpassed Michael Jackson? Bro, what the heck? And why do people always compete with dead people anyway? If Michael Jackson was alive, he would have had 500 million views. Y'all can't beat Michael Jackson. I don't care what y'all... Michael Jackson died years ago. It's 2026. Y'all just beat him. He would have been at 500 mil if he was alive. I'm just saying, y'all hyped up this Bad Bunny dude. So who is he, bro? I'm tired of hearing about some Bad Bunny. Jay-Z and his team and them, they have to do some major witchcraft to even beat Michael Jackson, to use Bad Bunny to beat Michael Jackson. Everybody knows that nobody like Bad Bunny would have ever beat anybody. Like, what? Like, this dude is mid. Y'all just hyping up dumb people. I swear, all Beyonce and Jay-Z do is compete with Michael Jackson. They hate Michael Jackson. All of them gonna be competing in hell. I'm tired of them. They are so annoying. It makes zero sense for him to even beat Michael Jackson. Like, this is witchcraft.
Ain't no difference from the way they've been lying about how Cardi B is the best this and the best that. Hold up. She can't even rap clean, speak straight, or get a full thought out without tripping over it. But listen to this. They've spent almost a decade manufacturing this whole image from top to bottom. The truth is finally leaking out, though. She just launched her first ever tour and couldn't even sell out opening night. You won't believe this. Peep all those empty seats sitting there 2 hours before showtime. They had to start handing out tickets just to fill the room. And even after that, there was still way too many empty chairs staring back at her. These folks stay lying because they can't compete, talking about they created something brand new. Girl, it's copy-paste, then delete the original. That's the whole playbook.
Felt like the Bad Bunny one, the Bad Bunny halftime show was better than the Kendrick Lamar.
Ever since Bad Bunny performed at the 2026 Super Bowl, there has been tons of controversy regarding the amount of viewership he actually pulled in. Early reports indicating that Bad Bunny ended up pulling around 135.4 million viewers. And with 135 million concurrent viewers, this meant that Bad Bunny held the record for the highest viewed Super Bowl of all time.
For all of you liars, the liars that said Bad Bunny beat out Kendrick Lamar and Michael Jackson, the stats and the ratings are officially in. Let me show y'all what they actually posted on ESPN.com. Y'all was lying real bad. Why would you even try to compare that to Michael Jackson? Like, So according to ESPN.com, Sunday night Super Bowl and Bad Bunny fell short of setting records for the most watched U.S. broadcast and halftime show. The Seattle Hawks' 29-13 victory over the New England Patriots averaged 124.9 million viewers on NBC, Peacock, Telemundo, and NBC Sports, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that fell short of the 120, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to where they're talking about the halftime. Okay, Bad Bunny's halftime show averaged 128.2 million viewers from 8:15 to 8:30. That would make it the fourth most watched halftime behind Kendrick Lamar, 133.5 million. Michael Jackson is still number 2, and that was 30-something years ago. Michael Jackson at 133.4 million views in 1993, and Usher at 129.3 million in 2024. Now, I didn't make this a competition. None of us was thinking about that, but the Latinos are in a direct, not all, but the ones that I've been seeing are really competing with us badly. It's weird. Like, when the Latinos be boxing against the black boxers and they lose, the Latinos be real mad. The anti-blackness and the racism starts to spew its ugly head. Like, they really feel like they're competing against us. Everybody's competing against Black Americans. I guess because they all want to be like Mike, literally and figuratively. Speaking of Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, just to name a few of the great Mikes that come from my lineage. Why would they be up there comparing Bad Bunny, saying that he beat Michael Jackson? Like, literally, there was a live stream that Latinos hosted with a picture of Bad Bunny versus Michael Jackson. And I'm like, is it it has to be. For you to ever, in your rabbit mind, compare Bad Bunny to Michael Jackson, and for y'all to keep saying that we're jealous, it's a delusion, it's a sickness. I don't know what's going on with these people. I have somebody popping it in my YT, the Red app comments right now, a Latina named Mariana, saying, oh, some of you all are jealous, and because I said jealous of what? What is there to be jealous of? She's like, oh, that makes you look weak to say what is there to be jealous of. Why do we need to be jealous of Puerto Ricans or just Latinos as a whole? Then somebody stitched my video where I was talking about the Puerto Rican guy. I was saying black Americans are very upset because they're proud of their culture. And I said, well, name something on a global scale that Puerto Ricans have contributed to the world, modern times as a whole. This lady stitched me and was saying, oh, I didn't even watch the whole thing because y'all got a little bit of followers. I'm not about to give you clout. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting in no TikTok war with you. I'm not giving you clout. But I watched up until she said, oh, well, I don't agree with what that Puerto Rican man said as a Black Latina. And this is what's getting me. Y'all keep saying y'all Black and Afro-Latina, and y'all look like fucking J-Lo. Sit down. Have several seats. It gets to a point. But anyways, she's like, oh, what I didn't like was when you said, what have they contributed? Because what? I think that you all should focus on celebrating yourselves instead of trying to co-opt, colonize, and steal Black American culture, Black American accomplishments, and stop trying to compete with us. Why would they ever put Bad Bunny versus Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson is still number 2. There was no streaming services in 1993. Everybody didn't have a flat screen TV and multiple rooms in their houses in 1993. There weren't bars where there was 5 fucking streaming flat screen TVs in 1993. The fact that he was able to do that with limited commercials, they didn't have cell phones reminding them and incentivizing them to go and watch the Super Bowl in 1993. They literally showed up and sat down for Michael.
And peep this, the US population was only about 250 million in 1993 compared to over 350 million today. So do the math. Percentage-wise, that changes everything. Michael Jackson literally pulled in over 50% of reported US viewers, while Bad Bunny sat around 35% to 36%. Hold up, notice I said reported, because the way they counted views back then versus now is completely different. Nielsen today is not the same Nielsen from 3 decades ago. I'm talking methodology. They count way more views now than they ever did back then, period. It's like trying to compare someone selling 1 million albums in 1996 to 1 million streams in 2026. Be serious. Y'all gotta stop playing because that comparison is wild disrespectful. Bottom line, Bad Bunny did not outperform Kendrick Lamar. He did not outperform Usher. and he definitely did not outperform Michael Jackson. I'm saying this with my chest. Michael Jackson is number one. They're claiming it's less than a 400K difference between Kendrick Lamar's 2025 numbers and Michael Jackson in '93, but that still doesn't fully capture Michael Jackson's real reach. Percentage-wise, Michael Jackson washed everybody, but I digress.